Hey everyone, it's Ty, Big Girl the Fit Girl here. This video this week is going to be a little disjointed because I was shooting clips all week and I honestly never done that before, so it's probably like me saying hi like a million times. But it's just checking in for my 4-week post-op. Things have been going pretty well. I have some new changes and everything and how my body's reacting, but I guess the main thing right now is that I weighed in this morning, and so my all-time high was 333 pounds. The day before surgery I was 280.8, and then as of this morning I was down to 257. Now my weight has been slowing down a bit. Some days if I eat more, then I weigh less, and it's just been really different. But I'm just just doing what I can to just use my body and listen to it, and just knowing, like, for instance, now I'm starting to feel hunger, which is a first. Before I was just eating, being like, okay, I'm comfortable, I can tell I'm not eating too much, or I can't be eating too much, or, whatever it was, and I was learning that. But now I'm starting to feel hungry, and I was told that I should stop eating when I'm satisfied. But that's the thing, is like, after a bite, maybe two, my stomach is satisfied. And I really do not know how I'm supposed to eat this much food if that's what my indication is supposed to be. I do not want to stretch out my pouch, but it's like I cannot eat enough to be able to have that stick. So, I'm having to learn how to get used to that. And learn what's actually just head hunger and what's actual hunger, and, just trying to feed my body. Anyways, I'm a little lost. Yeah. And also I can just tell that I get full a lot faster. Even my pouch being intolerant to, not really intolerant, but just not wanting as much food in there as I was able to do before. So maybe it's just me really being able to feel it now, of like, oh, okay, so maybe it's just the healing process. I'm really not quite sure. I think that I'm going to go back and watch some videos of people at this point in time. I've been watching a lot of videos to see what's to come, so I can be prepared, but with certain things I'm going through right now, I definitely need to brush up on everything else. So that's just my biggest thing right now. But I am dropping still. Like, my scale may not be dropping a ton, but I am. Like, this morning, I've been trying on this pair of pants, just using my body as an indication of, instead of really using the scale. I'm using that sort of, but not really. And this morning, I finally got them buttoned and zipped. Now, I can't wear them. Maybe just to walk and a little bit. But if I tried to bend over, I'm sure they'd just pop. But it was really exciting. So, I'm going to try to keep this short. Pretty much everything else this week will follow. I'm just going to sort of say some of the experiences that I've gone through. And, other than that, things are going great. So, I'm just trying to, just hang in there and experiment with different things. People are talking about lots of vitamins, but I do Herbalife shakes, so I'm getting my protein and my vitamins at the same time. But at the same time, maybe I need to look and see if I need to be taking more supplements. But so far I feel great. My hair is doing fine, and maybe it doesn't start falling out until later on, but I feel like I'm getting everything that I need. I feel strong. My nails are good, everything. So, but I guess we'll see. So, okay, I'm going to stop rambling now, and I have more videos to come. Hey everyone, it's Ty here, Big Girl the Fit Girl. I know I just barely got done making a video, so I think I'm just gonna add this on to the beginning of my check-in for my, I think it's my 4th week post-op video this week. That's a long time. I think it's 4. I don't know. I'll have to look at that. I'll let you know in, a few seconds when I make the next video. But I know that I'm being able to get some more solid foods, but right now I'm still just being careful with what I eat. And I finally got the guts to, just because I was curious, buy baby food. I've read some things where people actually eat it because it's all pureed and and it was interesting. I got a banana, an orange, and pineapple, kind of a fruit medley, and it's been, I've had it for like a week and just barely got the guts to try it. And it really wasn't that bad. It's enough. I can taste the pineapple, definitely. It was very strong on my throat, but I think it's just because I'm not used to having that kind of stuff. But it will give me the taste that I want without having the harshness of the acidity, of the acid basically on my stomach. So I don't know, for any of you who are just brave enough and want a little bit of different flavors, I have one more that's sort of like a meat kind of something at home. I'm really nervous to try that one, but I'll let you guys know how it goes on my, with my next video. So, but if, again, just maybe give it a try. Babies eat it, and maybe the taste won't be as great, but if you need something a little bit different than protein shakes or whatnot, especially if you're in your puree phase, maybe that will be a good option for you. It has a little bit higher carbs, but with this one, it doesn't really have protein, just because it is fruits. But it was one of the best things that I could see. And again, so I will try the one with the meat, and I will let you guys know how it goes. Okay, so yeah, adding again to Wednesday's video, hopefully, if I get it out then. I remember I just got done talking about how I really haven't had a problem with throwing up, and I was just trying the baby food, stuff like that. Okay, well, I don't think that I overate. There's no way I overate. But all of a sudden, my food didn't want to stay down. It wasn't like, sorry, that was dramatic. But it wasn't like, oh my god, I feel so sick. It just was sort of like, and up it comes. Sorry to be so visual with that, but it just, but it wasn't even just enough where, if you upset your stomach, then, of course it's going to want to come out. Or if it's too full, then it'll just kick enough out where, it's comfortable. But it was just an amount, I think I pretty much got rid of everything I just ate for lunch. So I have a feeling that, I don't know, the only thing that was different was the baby food that I ate. And I'm wondering if the acidity from the pineapple and that was in the mixture didn't like my stomach. Maybe that's why it decided to come out, or my stomach didn't like it, I should say. Which I would be completely and utterly sad if I cannot eat any more pineapple. So yeah, that's gonna be it. So, again, the little things that you learn, it'll be interesting to see if it just was a fluke or if it really is this acidity from the pineapple. So, alright, I'll see what I come up with next. Last night was really hard trying to get more food down. I didn't really eat for the first little bit, but I just got to the point where I knew I needed to eat something, so I tried to eat an egg, and it was really hard to keep down. It just kept wanting to come up, and I just had to keep swallowing it. I know that sounds really gross, but for any of you who do have the sleeve, maybe you understand that it's not the same kind of thing as like throwing up before the sleeve, and maybe it'll get back to that, I'm not sure. But for right now, it's not fun, but at the same time, it's sort of what is happening. So I knew I wasn't overeating, but my stomach didn't want to keep any food down. But I finally got through an egg. I was trying to eat two, slowly, of course, but it just didn't happen. So today I'm just taking a little bit more easy, just having protein shakes. I tried to eat something solid, and my stomach still just was wanting to push it back out. So that was really weird. So maybe something else was just going on, and it's not really just an intolerance. but I feel fine, you know, other than having an empty stomach. So maybe it's just my stomach's getting, you know, different as it's healing more. So we'll see. But yeah, so that's pretty much it about what happened yesterday. And alright, so I guess that's it. That's my compilation of videos. It's all over the place, but I'm just gonna make this last little segment quick. I'm going to make another video about time blocking. I'm wondering if this is going to be an organizational tool that will help me get in my calories and my water. I don't know. I'm going to have to listen to my stomach and see how much is too much, but I'm thinking that if I make a conscious effort to eat and drink at certain times instead of just forgetting and, you know, because I feel fine, maybe that will help me get to my goal. So, you know, tune into that if you want to learn a little bit more about time blocking. It's actually a really cool technique for organization. You can do it with anything, you know, in your life. It doesn't just have to be eating and drinking. So, alright, I guess until next time.